Okay. Yep, it's recording. And yeah, so how's your day, Ines?
It was tiring, been a tiring week and month, and it will not stop.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I'm gonna make the speak thing. I'm gonna make everyone muted, basically. For
I mean,
now.
I can do that. You can focus on
Yeah,
whatever
okay.
is on your
Anyways,
end.
yeah,
How are your interviews?
I have good news.
Do you have a job now?
Yeah, I have a job now.
Oh my god, what do you have?
I got an offer today, and then now, I haven't signed it, but I get the contract on, yeah, thanks. I got the contract comes in on Monday, and then I'm gonna swipe.
What's it to? If you
Um,
want to share.
yeah, it's actually no, I'll just type it out. Actually,
All right. It's redacted,
it's
guys.
redacted because I don't want to give out my personal info. But anyways, yeah, that's it's gonna be good shit. Pretty excited. Yeah, yeah,
I don't know what that means, but yes, congratulations.
yeah. That's the company I'm working at.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are you like, was that like high up on your list of choices that you wanted?
I just want a job. Plus,
Is it in Toronto?
yeah, it's in Toronto. It's
Yeah,
16
there we
months,
go.
so I'll be back.
Wow.
I'll be back to graduate with you
Wow.
for
Let me graduate with me.
for masters.
We'll be graduating for a long ass time.
Yeah,
Buckle the fuck down.
yeah, but yeah, it's good stuff.
So another thing that happened today is we started talking about Lenovo ThinkPads. Okay. I want you guys to picture what a Lenovo ThinkPad looks like, right? It's square, it's like super clunky and ugly, and there's that red thing, there's that red nub, like in the middle of the keyboard, right? Sure, the track point, okay. So Nui and I are in a bit of a disagreement as to what the track point is. She says nipple, and I say clit.
I mean, I get where you're coming from because it looks like one, but I think the trackpad itself is the clit, and the track point is the nipple because it's in the middle of the body.
Okay, do you think your clit is bigger than your nipple?
No, but I think the trackpad itself is a bigger and like it's a bigger and a lot more sensitive area. Like it's a bigger area of sensitivity. So that means I can just that makes it a little bit more, it makes more sense to me that way.
Yeah, but like the whole thing about a nipple is that there's like an areola, and the whole thing about the clit is that it's like the track point is more sensitive than the trackpad, right? Because you like nudge it a little bit.
Yeah, but like the track point is like the areola is a fucking keyboard.
What?
Like it can be the keys. Like if it's between
Okay.
F and G and so or whatever on the keyboard. Oh, I think it's like between RT and FG. That RTFG is the areola.
Wait, what? RT and FG? Really? I
Yeah.
thought it would be between like GH. Okay, whatever.
I don't know wherever it is. Wherever it actually is located, but I'm just looking at my keyboards and it's like one of those long ones, not a laptop one, so I don't know. But the point is that the key itself is the areola, just for those four. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the point of the nipple is that like it's like if you think about it histologically, right?
Okay.
The nipple is a lot of nerves spread out around the entire dark area. Like the nib doesn't really get that much sensitivity. It's just mostly ducts and stuff. But the clit is like a tiny like it's known for being sensitive, right?
Yeah. That's why it's the trackpad.
No,
Because
but
because
the
it,
nub
it
is super. The track point is super sensitive, right?
yeah, but like the trackpad itself, like you can. Okay, the biggest thing about me that makes it be like, yes, this is a clit, is because you know how when you scroll with a trackpad you use 2 fingers to scroll up and down. That's mainly why. That's
do you?
that. Yeah, you can. You can use two fingers, like relatively distanced apart, and you move it up and down. You can move up. You can scroll up and down. Try it.
Okay, yeah, so what does that have to do with the clit?
I don't know. That just makes me feel. That just reminds me of a clit, and also the fact that like you can use like different finger movements to like. It makes it more sensitive because it is susceptible to understanding specific track positions. Therefore, it is more sensitive. But a nip doesn't. It just moves the mouse.
Can I then posit that the trackpad is like the labia?
But they're so far apart.
What do you mean?
Like the track point and the trackpad is too far away.
I mean, they're pretty fucking close. They're closer. What? You're saying if the track point is the nipple and the trackpad is the clit, is that not further away?
I want to just be like, I don't know. Like if you really want to make it a point where the labia is a trackpad and then the clit is the track point, I just think they're too far away to be together. Like they're too far away to be associated with each other.
So I unironically thought about this
for
a good while to form an appropriate argument. So you know when you first open up a laptop, right?
Yeah.
That's like opening up a girl's legs, right?
Okay. Makes sense. I can see it.
So, you know, maybe like that whole thing is just like that whole like what I think makes the track point the most sensitive is if you move your finger, if you like stroke down your finger the same amount of like force or acceleration or whatever as you would on a trackpad, the mouse would go a lot further if it was on a track point versus if it was on a trackpad. Disclaimer, I've never used a track point because they're fucking weird.
I had one in my old in my very old laptop that my dad gave it to me, so I enjoyed it. It's like it's like absurdly kind of interesting.
Like, what is it like? I've never touched one.
It's like it's kind of like rough. It's like
what?
It's like kind of okay. The ones I had is textured rubber. It's exactly that. Yeah.
Wow, it's ribbed.
Yeah, basically.
Is it like hard rubber or is it like squishy rubber?
Oh yeah. It's hard rubber, but yeah, absolutely.
What? Okay.
Yeah, well, because it can't be soft. Because if it's too soft, it's not going to do its job.
See, I kind of thought it would be soft, like a squishy ball, and you like poke it at the various ends and direct. I don't know. I've literally never. Is it like a joystick then?
Yeah, I guess you can kind of think of it like that. So like, so you know how on the trackpad, if you want to move a certain direction, you move the mouse, or you move your finger.
But you glide your finger.
Yeah, you glide it. But for these ones, like you kind of push it, you basically push it, but like it doesn't move like an actual like on a switch. Like you know how the joystick moves, like it doesn't do that. Like it doesn't move. It's completely on its own and stands still, and it doesn't like shift a certain direction. But like if you push it, like you can still push it, like it's certain directions, and making it that the mouse.
Okay, now I kind of understand a bit more why you think it's the nipple, now that I've heard about how you're actually supposed to use it. I literally thought you just, like, stroked your finger across it. Yeah. It does not look like just like a point that you, like, brush your finger across.
As somebody who used it, I can't see. But the thing is, though, when you explain the fact that this whole, like, the whole laptop itself is, like, opening up a girl's leg, that made it more convincing, because like using like the rest of the keys are just like trying to figure out like the right spot, basically. That's how I imagine.
Exactly. That's like the right spot, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So like it makes like if you put it that way, it makes sense. But if you're just deciding, you know, the track node or the track point and the trackpad are like if we're just talking about those two, I would say the former is the nipple and then the latter is the the clit or whatever, just the entire vagina basically.
Yeah. I see your point in this, and I enjoyed this. I learned something new. I learned what track points are actually used. Like, I swear to God, like I saw one from a really, really old laptop, and it was like really like bumpy. It was like really elevated.
I mean, they are bumpy because they're like, again, they're textured
rubber.
Domed.
Like, it looked like a legit nub. Like the one that Sherlock posted is like flat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think those are the new ones, but like the old ones are actual like genuine textured rubber, like kind of like the ends of your eraser. Like, you know how like those old erasers where because that one dude in your class like erased so hard that it's like fuzzy kind of, but not really, but it's definitely textured. It's exactly with that, but. You know how even with the pencils, those pencil erasers, they have like two types of erasers where one's like super soft and squishy, but the other one's like super rough and nothing ever erases. It only smudges it.
Yeah, because it's for pen.
What?
Yeah, it's for pen. Like, you're supposed to use the super hard friction to get like ink out of paper. I mean, that was for really shitty pens, I think.
Really?
Yeah. What the fuck was what? Yeah.
No, the pencils. The old pencils with like shitty erasers. Not the pen erasers.
Oh, you're talking about like the end of like a really shitty.
Yeah, like the one that the teacher always picks up on the floor and puts it in front of her desk so any kids who doesn't bring a pencil can use it kind of deal.
Oh yeah, those are like probably covered with dust.
Yeah.
Packed right in.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But like but you know those hard erasers, right?
Yeah.
It feels just like that.
Yeah, see, I thought it would feel like a really well used squishy like back one. Like, I thought it would be like that, and you just kind of like push it and it registers. I don't know how I thought this, but I thought you would like push it and it would feel the like slight nudge. I thought it'd be a lot more sensitive than you like yoinking it around.
Not at all.
I didn't know it was hard rubber.
Yeah, I don't know what it's like nowadays, but like the old ones 100% they were like nubby. Very nubby. Yeah. But yeah. I am not qualified to talk about this, but I just think it looks like a nipple.
Yeah, that's the whole point. We're not supposed to be talking about things we're qualified for.
Exactly.
That's what people go to real podcasts for.
Exactly. Anyways.
Okay.
So we'll get into our main topic, which is about
Omegaverse.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes, hi Em. I know you're excited for this. Right. So, to those of you who don't know what Omegaverse is, it's basically the world divided into, you get a secondary gender, or like a secondary sex, basically. And it's, you get divided into alphas, betas, and omegas. And betas are the most common, and they're basically like being a real person. It's like being in a superhero universe and you don't have powers. That's it. It's actually more like being in the X-Men, and you don't have powers. And alphas are like super strong, super dominant in society, always successful, etc., etc. They have a whole bunch of shit that are just good traits, and they're like more aggressive and whatever. So they're like the X-Men that have like powers like Storm, where she can like control the weather. And then there's omegas, which are like being female, but on like extra hard mode. So, like, instead of having a period where instead of having a menstrual cycle where you have a period and you get like cramps maybe and you bleed, it's like a full 5 days where you're too horny to do anything but beg for dick.
Yep.
Yeah, so
okay, so should I okay, I found the Urban Dictionary for the definition of Omegaverse. You want me to read it?
Yes.
Okay. So it is considered the dark side of fan fiction according to this
honey.
Yeah. So for this Urban Dictionary definition. But the point is, it is a type of AU, or also known as alternative universe, where there are alpha people and beta people and omega people, etc. In this AU, omegas go through times of the year or month, depending on what you read, where they are in quote-unquote in heat, like animals. they need to be quote unquote knotted when an alpha has sex with them and comes inside of them to feel release from the pain. Depending on what you read, the omega may require this more than once or just once. Alpha, and as for alphas, they cannot resist the smell of an omega and heat and will try to have sex with them. Betas are the common ones, very common in fact, where as alphas are somewhat rare and omegas are super rare, making them valuable. In some stories, omegas are treated like gods because the best sex is with an omega. In others, they are treated like animals or slaves, sold, caged, traded, etc. Another interesting fact that they add here is this genre of smut fan fiction was started in the supernatural fandom and spread to anime fandoms like wildfire. Omega verses are also most prevalent in anime fandoms, particularly Fairy Tail and Blue Exorcist. What? And other...
Yeah, because they have tails, like they're furries.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't see that coming, but okay. And other most fantasies animes. You can still find it in the supernatural fandom, however. Yeah, so...
Ooh, let's go on AO3 right now and see what fandom has the most Omegaverse.
Okay, you look that up, and I'm just gonna kind of rant on a little bit. Okay, so one of the thing is, though, first things first. So these whole, like, second gender or whatever you want to call it is, like, if it exists, does that mean... And obviously, females and males clearly exist, even though pregnancy no longer matters, because they usually tend to have these genders, like omegas, to have kids, basically, or something like that.
Okay. This is off topic and probably not what you guys care about, because it's not, like, nitty-gritty gross stuff. But since 11th grade, since I started learning about meiosis, I've been formulaically trying to figure out how the genetics for Omegaverse works. Just so I don't have to deal with male pregnancy. I hate MPreg so much.
Really?
Yes, I hate it. First of all, it sound like Nuya. First of all, you have to have a safe place for the fetus to grow, and then you have to have a safe place for the fetus to come out of. You know what's not a safe, sterile environment? The fucking asshole. You're gonna put your baby where you put your shit? Are you fucking kidding me?
Maybe...
Like...
Okay, keep going.
No, okay. How are you going to get cum up your ass and turn it into a baby? You need an entire extra... We have an entire extra organ that goes through a fucking werewolf transformation every month so we can sustain a pregnancy. Do you know what the placental barrier is? The placental barrier is the thing that, like, allows only certain things to pass through. It allows nutrients, it allows certain antibodies. It does not allow toxins, it doesn't allow a lot of drugs, it doesn't allow most, like, bacteria and viruses, because it's designed evolutionarily to support childbirth, okay? And that's not even considering talk about birth. I know you can fit 2 raccoons in your asshole, right? But like, specifically when you go through birth, there are bones there, okay? You have hips, right?
Right.
And there's a channel. It's called the fucking cervix.
Yeah.
And you need to have it, like, dilate during pregnancy to allow for a head to come through. You can't do that. You can't do that with your asshole. Not to mention, like, how, like, a baby is gonna be freshly born. What if you... Many people shit during pregnancy because of the force of the contractions.
Yeah,
right?
I do know about that, yeah.
Birth your child in with a sludge of shit.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, but the thing, okay, so this is, okay, I obviously don't have, like, actual life sciences background, so I'm just gonna make shit up, and you can tell me why it's not possible, or anybody can tell me why it's wrong, or whatever. But considering it is a fantasy world, and they are going through pains for X amount of days, why don't we just make it so that they have a different canal for it? Like, I know like, women tend to have, like, a separate hole for it. So why don't... Okay, first things first. So, for the Omegaverse, the females, completely normal, whatever. You know, same old, because they have all the right organs. But for the males, when they get pregnant, they can just they can. They're all. I feel like what they can do is they would have a different like. It would be they would only have one hole still, like the asshole, but like they would have a different kind of what is it? Not crevice. Caveat? No, what's the word for it? I know it's
cavity.
Yeah, they have another cavity like just next to it that's closed and that doesn't do anything unless they're in heat. Like it opens up when they're in heat, and then like.
Okay, but what if they need to shit while they're in heat?
Then how about this? The cavity opens up. I know what to do. What they can do is they can have it so that the hole goes upwards. The poop can't go upwards.
What do you mean the hole goes upwards?
Okay, so you know how in the intestines, okay, I'm just making shit up, alright? So,
right.
So the intestines, they kind of go swirls over, right?
Right, yeah, but it's like descending, like the colon.
Yeah, they're all descending. But they would have a hole, like in one of the angles. Okay, here, let me look up anatomy. I'm gonna look up anatomy. Okay, no, trust me on this.
We're not talking about women, we're talking about male omegas, God.
Anatomy. Okay, you can still hear me fine, right? My internet isn't dying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, Google, work with me. Okay. Male anatomy. No, I don't want to see a penis. Human anatomy. There you go. Okay, so I'm just gonna post this as okay. So you know how so you can see the intestines, and then at the very like end, what it would have is it would have like a cavity that with a hole that goes upwards. In the right angle. I don't know what the right angle would be, but they would have some sort of cavity with an entrance that goes upwards. Therefore, they have to shoot the semen up that cavity.
So you have to...
And the poop wouldn't go in.
What?
Because it's going downwards.
Okay, wait. Okay, I want you to tell me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll gladly tell you. I'll tell you anything.
That's what I'm scared of. Okay, so here's a side view of an ass.
Okay, I see you, Babel, and I will get to you on how to explain. The hole would be... Okay, so Ada's gave me a picture of like the side diagram. So the hole would be like you know at the very tip of that the whole diagram, it would have another cavity that contracts and closes. And it's because in heat it expands. That's why it hurts. That's why the entire body hurts. It expands because it's opening the cavity so he can be penetrated and have semen and then fertilize the child.
What? Okay. So there's it's basically two holes that share an outer opening.
Yeah.
Two channels that share an outer opening and they like converge together. And then whichever one... Okay, so what if you have to take a shit while you're in heat?
Okay, so this is where it happens. So if you have to poop it doesn't matter because it's not gonna... The poop can't go upwards. It's not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, but like your poop hole is gonna be closed if your cum hole is open.
No. There's only one hole. There's only one asshole.
Yeah, there's only one asshole, but like so is that so
okay.
How does that work with me, okay? So let's say you get into the asshole, right?
Okay.
Do you just see like a right turn and a left turn and one's for poop and one's for cum?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so
but the two path like you're talking about, what would the two canals or whatever you want to call it, what ends up happening is during heat it would expand. When it's not in heat, it would close, so it wouldn't have any potential fecal infection or whatever. Now, to answer your question, what would happen if the person in heat, or who wants to basically get pregnant, the man who wants to get pregnated, how would he poop when he is in heat? My first instinct is that they wouldn't, because they just won't. Like, it's just a thing. Like, they just can't. I know this is really bad, so my second argument is whether either they don't poop, or if they want to poop, they would do the same thing where they just close the valve for a sec. Because you know how, like, when you want to come, the urinary tract kind of like closes automatically, so you can't pee and come at the same time? They would just do the same thing. Like, the body knows. The brain tells you. I don't know. I'm not a life sciences. Yeah, like valves. In your heart and veins. Yeah. No?
Okay.
I know you don't like it, but, like, again.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from. This is a really, really complicated way to go about it. But yeah, I see where you're going.
Well, okay.
So what about the womb? So they would just also have a womb.
Yeah, they would just have a womb, yeah. Easy.
I think it's just, at that point, it's just easier to grow a pussy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's what they evolved to. But they also have to have the penis. Okay, unless you want to go the weird route where they give birth through the penis. Like, that's another route you can go.
No! No! Hello? No.
Have you never seen it?
Not doing that.
Have you never seen it?
No, I have. I don't want it. That's bad. That's the worst end. That's bad end.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's Omegaverse bad end.
Exactly. You either take my valve theory or the penis theory. Take what you will.
I'm gonna take they don't get pregnant. Can I take that?
But then it's not fun.
There's lots of fun. Heat is fun. You don't have to have pregnant after. You know what the slogan for Omegaverse is? It's breed, no pregnant.
I don't know. I support male pregnancy.
Well, I hope one day you can imagine giving birth through your asshole. And then we'll see how supportive you feel.
Yeah, I don't support pregnancy, but I will support male pregnancy. I won't do it, but they can do it.
Bad end to this. It's a bad end to this.
Smoke Omega Triple
before the fucking pregnancy.
Well, no, just general Omegaverse. But okay, no, the thing is, what's another thing? Oh, but I was gonna go with the fact that if it's a woman, do they get period and the heat pain?
Considering periods are essential for maintenance of a proper womb, then yes.
Well, then that fucking sucks. Why do you even bother being a woman? Why don't you just call all women and get male pregnancy?
Because male pregnancy fucking sucks! You're giving birth to your asshole!
Yeah, okay. But hear me out.
Also, you know what? I still maintain that in every single Omegaverse that I write or like to read, I refuse to read MPreg, first of all.
Okay, yeah, but think about it efficiently. Think about it. So whatever we have with these baby side shit about... the thing is, hear me out. Would you rather have... Okay. If you were the god of this world, would you rather choose a specific group of people to have monthly pains, like both like from the heat pain and just bleeding the entire time, that kind of thing? Or do you want one group of people to basically just be in pain temporarily when you shit out a baby? You know?
The fucking first one, because first of all, okay, so I've read a lot, obviously, but
clearly you haven't had enough period champs.
One convention that I've seen and I do enjoy is that female Omegas still get their periods, right?
Yes.
They still get their periods, but they have heat once a year. So heat in like normal animals is controlled by the seasons, obviously. Like you get a specific amount of I think melatonin from your pineal gland,
okay,
and you go into heat, right?
Okay.
That's why like mating season is very seasonal for most animals. So that's like the female thing because females are, designed to be pregnant.
Right.
Male omegas are very, very rare in most iterations of Omegaverse. They're basically genetic defects, like gingers, and so their bodies will mimic the female presentation of periods by having more regular heats, like monthly.
Oh. Okay, that would make actually more sense. No, but I was gonna ask, do they only get pregnant when they're in heat though? Or yeah.
Do you only get pregnant when you're ovulating? No.
Oh wait, I guess that's true. Wait, do you not?
No.
Okay.
You can get pregnant fucking whenever.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, what's another thing? Fuck. What else?
Okay, so alphas sometimes go into ruts. They're like the alpha version of a heat, but it just makes them like really horny assholes where like instead of their asshole being horny, it's their dick being horny. And this isn't the case all the time.
Okay, but they have to smell the pheromone from the omega, do they not? Or does it just...
Sometimes the pheromones of an omega sends them into heat. Sometimes it's also seasonal or like whatever.
Oh, okay. So it just depends on the story then.
It depends on the story.
Okay, Okay, so somebody's like to submit a correction, Laza specifically. She says animals in heat won't get pregnant if not in heat.
Wait, really? Like cats go into heat, right?
Yeah.
So like if you can't artificially inseminate a cat when they're not in heat.
I feel like the whole point of them is that they're just dumb and they don't know they're able to have kids.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like okay, so sometimes the heat thing I know is to invite mates over because cats in heat they fucking yell when they're in heat.
Yeah.
They make themselves smell different to attract people because cats don't live together most of the time.
Yeah.
And what else? Most animals don't like fucking because it's like really energy inefficient.
Right. And it's sometimes super dangerous too.
Yeah, it's sometimes super dangerous too. So a lot of times they go into heat. They go into heat just to like...
Just to announce it.
Just to have a chance to fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's timed, I think, at the most like safe time for them to fuck.
Being in heat equals estrous cycle, which means the ability to be fertilized and breed. Okay, then if this is the case, then we have to say they only get pregnant. So does that mean fucking women become pandas?
What?
Because they only
you can just humans still ovulate. Like we could the whole heat thing is like a secondary thing. It's all like fake science first of all. And it also depends on what animal being based on, I think. Like, because every Omegaverse is so different.
Do you think if it was a real thing that they would have various heat patterns / whatever, like what for like they would have different kind of basically heat patterns depending on what kind of animal genes that they have?
That's hybrid fic. That's different. We can go into that in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so another thing is real animals go into heat at the same time yearly because it's whatever, right?
Mm.
Imagine if right now maybe like 30% of the population just was too horny to do anything, and the other 30% of the population had to help them stop being so horny for like 2 months a year. Like our world would collapse, maybe.
Yeah, probably. God, can you imagine just everyone, just an entire city of people just being horny? Oh God, that would be terrible.
Just like fucking in the streets. My goodness.
Yeah, that'd be super gross. And imagine the shame that would come after it too.
Yeah, imagine being a beta and you're like walking around and there's people fucking all around you.
Oh yeah, okay. So the deal with betas, they don't sense, like they don't feel anything, right?
Yeah, I don't feel anything. Pheromones don't work on them.
Yeah, like the pheromones don't work. They don't have any heats. They're just completely like normal humans like us right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so they'd be like yeah, that monkey meme that I like where it's looking at something and then it looks immediately away.
Oh yeah, yeah. So like, I don't know. I feel like after a certain point, they would find a way to like genetically identify, because they always have some way that they genetically identify whether they're in alpha and omegas, and I think they would just kind of push them off into like, a certain corner of the world.
Yeah, see, that's okay. So yeah, there's that. There's the genetic testing, but also that's like a huge human rights violation. And a lot of Fix don't go into it because let's be real, the type of people who write Omega versus Fix probably don't know that much about science.
Yeah.
So what they do is they consider presentation like puberty.
Okay.
So like around when they're like 16 or whatever, they present and they it's basically a sniff test.
Right. Just to basically identify
Omegas
yourself.
smell like Omega smell like sugar and like flowers and whatever, and Alpha smell like musk.
Oh. Okay, okay, another question that came into my head. What if would they yeah, so is there a way to spay omegas? Like human omegas? Could we spay them?
Yeah, if you like, if you I wasn't euthanize. No, if you make them eunuchs, castrate them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, permanently remove the sex organs, sex hormone organs. Just remove them.
Do they have to remove it? Can't they just like tie a tube or some shit?
No, that would make you infertile. It wouldn't make you like people who have their tubes tied still, like women in real life who have their tubes tied still have their periods.
Okay.
They just can't get pregnant.
Okay. So they just, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
So I like that Babblebeast has said, I'd rather not be euthanized, thanks, in response to me saying we should euthanize Omegas. Thank you for volunteering to be an Omega in our new AVO world.
Okay, and then a second thing is like how they, I guess not all of them do, but they tend to have alphas as like top of the social ladder, basically.
Yeah.
I think, why though? Like, there's really
Hormones, basically.
Yeah, but like, betas won't be affected by them anyway. Okay, the only people literally here are being affected is alphas and omegas. Betas and everyone in between, they literally don't care. They don't get affected by anything. So like, okay, so why would they ever get intimidated?
It's because there's a lot of different like physical alterations to alphas. First of all, the pheromones. Second of all, they're generally bigger and more muscular.
Okay.
It's just basically if like you took a normal person and just gave them like a fuck ton of testosterone.
Okay.
They'd be like tall, strong, etc. Just like physically dominating. And like we, even now, normal people, the society that we have, tall people are seen as better leaders and like more competent.
I guess that's true. The funny thing is though, if you go to a war, it's usually the tall people that never comes back.
Really?
I'm
statistic for that?
I don't know, but like what I heard, I don't know where I heard it. I think it was in school, but like I don't know how factual it is. But I once heard that tall people would be less likely to come back from the war, like extremely tall people, because what would happen is that they would get because they would get shot in the trenches, right. Because their head would peek out, and they're like a better target basically. Because more of them will show in like more of the body would show up above the trenches when they're trying to lean up and then shoot the enemies. While as short people would be less visible, basically.
I suppose that makes sense, but like
it kind of makes sense, but like it just makes you think like is this really real though, kind of thing. So I don't know.
Just think of like alphas as people who are born to be chads.
Yeah, but sometimes those chads are like bottoms. You know?
I mean, alphas can be bottoms too.
Oh, I guess that's true. That would be really tragic because like you're an alpha but like you're such a Chad, but you're also a bottom, but you also want to get pregnant, but you can't get pregnant because you're an alpha.
You don't have to want to get pregnant if you're a bottom.
I
Every
don't.
bottom wants to get pregnant.
I don't know. Well, no, I'm thinking. No, I'm thinking like I'm going back to male pride. I shouldn't. But I was thinking of a dude. Like I was thinking of like 6 dude. I was thinking of like 6'3" dude who's like muscular and like a straight up Chad, but then he's also like a bottom. And then
Yeah, there's a market for that.
of course, there's a market for everything. But what I'm saying is like this poor dude just wants to get pregnant, but he can't because he's an alpha.
He doesn't. He might not necessarily want to get pregnant.
Well, no, like he's like you, where you're just like, I want to get a baby kind of thing. I want to be pregnant. Like it's just that.
Yeah, but I can get pregnant.
Yeah, but he can't. That's why it's a tragedy. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe he just wants to get fucked in the ass.
Maybe. Well, yeah, he can get fucked in the ass, but like he could. Why can't he want to be? Why can you want to have a baby of your own, but he can't?
Okay. Why don't you think about like, what if like a really tall, like, would it not be a tragedy for like, I don't know, a beta male or something to want to get pregnant?
Oh, true. Betas also can't. Oh yeah, betas can't get pregnant either.
Or like humans and like male humans in real life.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Like, yeah, I keep forgetting that. Okay, yeah, you know what? You're right. No, I can also, yeah, but I can also apply. Okay, but the beta thing isn't as cool, because like I feel like that it's betas are in the middle, but alphas are like on the other end of the extreme. You know? I don't fucking know. Anyways, my point is standing up for male preg rights. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I do not stand for male preg rights. I've been accumulating just tiny bits of like genetics, of information from genetics. One day on AO3, I will publish a peer-reviewed paper on the genetics of ABO, such that male omegas will not get pregnant.
Man, I just.
No, I'm gonna be first.
Okay. Anyways, what's another thing I want to talk about?
Knots. Oh my god, we have to talk about knots.
Oh god, but they're so morbid.
Well, how is it morbid?
Not morbid. Like knots are like, I don't want to talk about them because like I don't want to put that. I don't even want to put that word at the tip of my tongue because it's just so gross to me.
Why?
Like I can look at them, I can read them, I can do whatever they are, but like I just can't say it. It's just
like it's you say it all the time. You just don't imagine the K when you say it.
Yeah, but like now I know. I know I'm talking about the one with the K, and I don't wanna.
Okay, so I will talk about knots because I think knots are so fun.
I'm getting secondary cringe just listening to this.
Look. As a plot device, as a narrative device, it is peak. Okay. So first of all, it's hilarious. You're fucking someone, and then you both nut, and then what happens next? But more gaping, and even bigger thing goes up your hole. Is that not hilarious? And then, you guys are just stuck there with the knot in you. And it's gotta deflate. So you're basically just staring into each other's eyes, post-nut clarity, and there's a knot up your ass.
I would just not have sex at all.
Not have sex.
I just, yeah.
That's so funny.
What if you do it from behind? Then you can't even.
Then you're just fucking face down, you can't on your bed. Just
you can't even look at it. You can't even look at each other. Honestly, that's better for me.
Turn around, just like, like screw, just.
Oh my god.
Rotate.
Oh my god. You know? Oh my god, please.
Oh god, I really love like a duck. I really love the just the comedic. A lot of things that I like for the comedic potential, because what I like a lot, I don't know if you've noticed from the Everything About Me, is sexual humor, and knots are like at the tip of the pyramid for sexual humor?
It takes, okay, so for dogs, because it's an actual phenomenon, it would last 20 to 40 minutes apparently for it to deflate and basically make them free, basically. Okay, and another thing, so somebody says, what if it never deflated and Omega was just sitting on it as they go grocery shopping? I think they wouldn't go grocery shopping. I think they would just go to a doctor.
Yeah, they just go, like, it's like Viagra, just go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You can pop it.
Oh my god, do you know how painful that would be?
I don't actually know what's in it.
Okay, second thing. How do women get pregnant? Does it have to be a dude? So does that mean all alphas are guys? There's no female alpha?
There should be alpha females, but I don't know if they'd be able to get another female pregnant. Just like how I don't like male omegas getting pregnant. I don't like female omegas impregnating people. Female alphas impregnating people.
But for females to have a penis is a lot easier, though. They just need to have, like, intense testosterone, I think, right?
Yeah, but you also need, like, balls and, like, a sperm and
stuff. Oh, yeah, true. That's the thing.
What you think?
Yeah.
Sometimes Nuya forgets about normal things because we talk about this shit so much.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's, like... Well, there's that one case in, like, House, the TV show, where the girl has like the balls inside of her. We could have something like that.
I watched that. I did think about incorporating that into the genetics. It's definitely possible.
Yeah, so for those that doesn't know, House MD is like a show where they use like all the episodes are like real cases, isn't it? I swear I thought they were. But they have a bunch of like medical episodes where they are made up cases. Okay, so yeah, they have
hypotheticals, but also ABO is made up. So
yeah, ABOs are made up. Everything's made up. Nothing is real. But there's this one episode where this like super hot young model basically has like an issue, and they're just like, we don't know what the issue is. But turns out she was actually genetically a dude. Like she was about to grow into a guy, but then like she stopped midway and just became a female. But she still had testicles inside of her. They just didn't protrude out of the body basically. And they had ball cancer basically.
Love that.
Yeah. So I mean, like they could have something like that for females.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely possible. I don't know if she in the show could have like impregnated someone because you need, like, it's not just balls. I think you need you need a prostate, right?
Do you? Oh yes,
yeah,
they provide
it produces the seminal fluid.
Okay, yeah. Well, they can just pop out the eggs.
What?
Like the fallopian tube.
Replace the eggs with the prostate.
Yeah.
God,
oh my god! Replace the ovum with the prostate. There's two prostates.
You know what? I'll take it.
Yeah. Can you? Oh my god!
Can
you imagine? Okay, I know this is off topic, but I genuinely have thought about this while I was like eating salmon roe. Do you think cannibals would eat ovum roes, basically?
Eggs, like human eggs, aren't that big. Human eggs are the biggest cell in the body, but they're really not that big.
Even if you open it up, like you can't.
I mean, I feel like it'd just be more. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Someone post a picture of like.
Please don't. Jesus, don't. Please don't.
Laza posted a video. Said me jumping on Daddy's knot.
Oh God, I don't want to watch it. It's all the Rick. Wait, what is that? Is that milk? Oh my god. Jeez.
I think it's someone jumping on a carton of milk and the white shit sprays over an entire wall.
Somebody had to clean that. Anyways.
Yeah, but see, that happens inside you once you get knotted.
No thanks.
And the knot's keeping it in.
I'll pass. But yeah. So, and here I am trying to claim that I'm the normal one here. But anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, so, yeah, I think I would like to one day kind of see I don't want to see it right now, so don't ever show it to me. But I would like to see an open ovum cut open and kind of feel it between my fingers. See how, like, feel all the eggs, And plus, they all die too. Like, we don't apparently use all of them either. So just get out the leftovers.
So you want to cut open a granny's ovum to feel the little eggs inside between your fingers?
Well, no, like I would. Okay, it would be with permit. Okay, no, I don't like using A. First of all, I would get consent. Second of all, have you ever considered maybe I'll do it with my ovum?
Oh, okay, yeah, you should do it with yours. If you ever get your eggs out for some fucking reason, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, if it's like one egg, obviously it's not as exciting. You just gotta have like a handful of it, Just like rub it in between your fingers.
I feel like it would have like the texture of wet sand.
Wet sand, really?
Yeah.
What if we dry
Maybe
it?
not that hard. Maybe
Like
not.
yeah, I'm thinking of like a bunch of Orbeez.
Okay, they're not that big.
No.
Small.
Like okay, Orbeez in the big. Have you never seen like a very early stage of like Orbeez? Like they're very tiny.
I've only seen the
the big boys. Yes, the big boys. Those are salmon roe eggs. Salmon roe sized. But anyways, but yeah, like I think it would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Okay, but the thing is, imagine if you could feel the granules of a semen.
What?
Like
but you can't.
I know you can't, but imagine if you did.
That'd be really weird. That would make sex a lot worse, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I think it'd just be funny and interesting.
I think maybe the only appeal of cum is that it's kind of smooth.
What the heck is a granule? No, I just mean like you can like kind of
imagine if there was gritty stuff in your cum.
Yeah. Like it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. Like I assure you, it will not hurt. It's just you can kind of feel it, But anyways, but then again, if it's like that big, you could probably feel the tails as well. So that's kind of weird.
What?
Of the fucking
Good lord. Oh. Yeah, it would be. Oh my god, you would feel it and it would be like wiggling because sperm is always moving around.
God, that'd be so weird.
Like imagine getting cum in your hand. It's like it kind of like tingles because of all the movement. Oh god.
God, that'd be so weird. God, nobody would want to come ever.
I think some people would still want to come.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
Yeah, because that's like basically what Avi is, right?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, you know what though? I think it would also be funny if they had. This is no longer even a Megaverse. It's just about talking about stupid shit. But imagine if we, instead of having one sperm, or imagine having millions of sperm coming all out at once, they would just have.
Oh please don't.
One sperm.
I know. Where are the brakes? Emergency brakes on this train of thought.
One sperm. You just come out one sperm. That's it. One big boy.
How would it get past the cervix if it was that big?
Well, no, it would be big enough to go through it.
So it'd be small enough to go through it. So
it'll be.
How big do you think it would be?
I don't know.
The size of a finger?
How big is the whole of a cervix? I don't fucking know what.
Fucking tiny.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone better. I know you can't fit a finger in it.
You can't? It's that small, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's bone. It's bone together. It's like bone.
Oh. Yeah, I have no idea. Wait, then... Yeah, cervix is the one where that's the same hole where the egg comes out. No.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay, so there's the ovum, and then there you go. The egg goes to the fallopian tube, and then it hits the actual vagina, where it sticks to the walls, and that's where they prep whatever, and then there's the cervix, and then the actual long tube of whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh wait, the egg doesn't go past the cervix because the egg is in the...
Yeah, the egg's still in the... okay, egg is before the cervix.
Actually, you know what? I think maybe if the sperm was a little squishy, like you've passed some like pretty big.
Oh yeah,
blood
it can be
clots,
like a
right?
cat.
A what?
Oh yeah, no, like the bone will be thin, like or whatever. It'll be thin, like an octopus.
What the fuck are you? What? Wait. Can we roll back for a bit? How did we get to bone?
Okay. So you were saying, how would a big sperm go through the cervix? Because, this hole is small. Then we can just make it so that the sperm is a small, it's like an octopus. It can squish any way you'd like, as long as it has the key component part to be like small as the cervix hole.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, it would need to be pretty squished. Like, it would be like a raccoon.
Yeah, like a
Because it
raccoon.
needs to get out of the urethra, and then it would have to make its way, like, past the cervix.
Yeah.
So it was like a single sperm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would make, like, birth control a lot easier because you could just, like, yank it out.
Stop one dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be as big as, like, the biggest blood clot you've ever passed, which is
Yeah.
pretty big.
Also, so Babel asked, "What is up with you guys and raccoons?" Okay, so this is a fact apparently, but somebody apparently Googled like
Me.
yeah, it was you, but like somebody came up with the answer or whatever, and so somebody on the internet asked, "What is the biggest size an anus can not what's the opposite of contract?"
Stretch, expand.
Expands basically. Yeah. So no, my mic did not cut out, sorry. But yeah, so what is the biggest size you can expand it to? And somebody compared it to, set the specific size, and they compared it with, it is about 2 raccoons. So in short, 2 raccoons can fit your asshole until it says no more. And
Yeah, and it's specifically a raccoon because that video M posted, it's raccoons can make themselves really, really small.
Yeah. So
Like in that video, and so 2 raccoons can fit side by side up your asshole.
yeah. Like interesting stuff. But anyways, what was I saying? I don't know. But anyways, one sperm. One sperm.
This is the most cursed fact that you've brought up, and I had to think about shit babies tonight.
Why is it bad? Okay, but it's not even that big. Like, it's not
A
big.
baby?
Oh, yeah, the shit baby. Yeah, okay. That one's out. I mean, it's not like you would have an issue with it. Like, you'll just pop it out like normally.
Yeah, but
You
I
wouldn't
have
have
an
shit-
issue with, fucking birth through the asshole.
You
I don't
can
know.
fit 2 raccoons up your butt. Why can't you
With,
just have a
like,
baby?
Lots of slow prep.
Yeah, you have 9 months to prep it.
So like, okay, so the way that you
Am I
said it,
wrong?
my prep and your prep are a little different, I think, with connotation. So now I'm imagining Nuya's prep as my prep, which is just for 9 months. You just start like expanding, expanding, testing your anus to expand at like increasingly wide
Yeah,
sizes. Yeah,
sure.
pregnancy butt plugs. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Training asshole.
Pregnancy
Okay.
butt plugs. That's what they would
Another thing,
target for the
Nuya.
male market.
Prolapse.
They can have prolapse pills.
That's right.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, just to pop
What do you
up
think a prolapse is?
when the ass, like the inside comes out outside.
Yes. So how do pills solve
Okay,
this problem?
here's another question for you. Okay, this is the thing I just don't understand. For prolapse, can you just not stick it back in?
Depends on the degree of prolapse. Sometimes the right solution is to run a warm bath and stick it back in. But if it's too far out, there could be like troubles internally, so you have to go get it checked out.
Oh,
And you need like surgical intervention.
okay. Do they have to cut
Okay,
it? How much?
Babble Beast. Aren't you in medicine? How do you not know how to treat a prolapse?
Damn, she's got you there. But anyways, yeah. But do they cut it off if it's too long?
Yeah, pretty much. They just have to like cut it out and like go back in and make the ends, and it's very bad for you.
I mean, well, the thing is, I just do Lobot. Oh wow, he's a big boy. Anyways, my point is, okay, if you're pregnant, you're gonna know, you know, and you're gonna prep for it, and you're gonna visit the doctor often. And again, you can also make it so that it's a rare thing. Plus, omegas are also really rare too, so like it's fine. It's like a rare type of people who has to go through this shit, and they can just choose not to have children if they choose to. But if they do really want it, then they can have the option. Why limit
I
them
think they
from
should
that
just
option?
fucking adopt. Honestly, I think they should just adopt. And it's not just that like you need to widen your asshole because shoving two raccoons up your asshole, that's like child's play. Whatever, anyone can do it. But giving birth is an active process that involves pushing.
You know, now that I look back at it, the valve thing won't work because the valve would have to stretch all the way up to produce, unless we have it so that the child they're like a kangaroo.
What?
Like they
So
give.
you're saying we should have external pouches?
No. They wouldn't have pouches. They would just have birth like because again, I think they have legs of kangaroos when they get when they're born. I think okay, so this is what I'm saying. They would just grow just enough to survive, basically, and then they would just pop it in some machine, you know, in the hospital.
That honestly is the most feasible thing you've said.
Yeah,
But also that like basically means because like premature babies are based that's what happens to premature babies. You can have a baby that's like 4 months old and it could be born and could live to like adulthood and be viable.
yeah.
But they're like fucked up for life.
How fucked up do they get?
Pretty fucked up. Like even now, if you're premature even like a month, your growth is stunted, et cetera, et cetera. Your health is just a lot worse.
How would they fix that? My go-to is just like their technology is more advanced because they're in the future. But like,
But they're not in the future. There's a historical Megaverse too. Megaverse isn't like a futuristic thing. It's just like
that's
a
true.
people have wet buttholes thing.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Uh, Obviously, we're not going to find an answer today, but you know, it is interesting to think about.
Yeah.
That's what my professor says sometimes.
Interesting to think about.
Interesting to think. We're not going to find the answer today, but it's interesting to think about.
I hope you all come out from this thinking about something that you didn't want to.
Yeah. Wow, we accidentally passed an hour mark. So, I mean, unless you have anything else to add, I think it's a good place to end, I think. Unless you have something else to add or you want it to be like whatever.
So M says Gritty come because she's obsessed with Gritty, the mascot.
I don't even know what team it's for. I
The
it's
Philadelphia Oranges.
Yes. But yeah. Flyers.
Sure.
Philadelphia Flyers. God, his belly button's so weird as fuck. But anyways.
Yeah, his both belly button looks like a prolapsed anus.
The only thing I can think about is just no, I'm not even gonna say it. But anyways. It involves a hand. That's all I'm gonna say. And my point is
Fisting?
yeah. Yeah.
Say it.
You already said it.
Oh, fisting.
Yeah.
That's not bad. What? We talked about knots and you're drawing the line at fisting?
Well, I drew the lines at that word too.
Oh, that's true too.
So, I don't know. I just don't like. I don't know, dude. But anyways,
Okay,
my
so
point.
wait, hang on. No, hang on.
Okay,
Is your problem with having big things up the ass? So you will draw the line at fisting and knots, but you're okay with a baby?
Like anything that's normally supposed to be there, kind of thing. I'm fine with anything that's normally
A
supposed
baby?
to. Yeah, baby's normally supposed to be up there.
The asshole?
Oh yeah, no. Well, we were talking about male pregnancy, so like that's supposed to be natural. Because I'm just completely.
Or would be too then.
Well, it
Yeah.
just makes it feel like we're going into bestiality territory, and I just don't want to deal with that.
Okay, alright.
But like a penis, that's fine. Hands, not so much. It's not supposed to be there. You can go in a little bit, but not the whole forearm. Don't go in there. Don't go. Forearm should not be in there. But you know, like a baby is fine. Okay, 2 raccoons is not supposed to be like, it's not an actual raccoon up there. Like somebody's like screaming, how is it more normal for 2 raccoons to be up someone's ass, while for a baby, it's fucked. What I'm saying is, raccoons, it was like a metaphor. But the
Not how you
baby,
use that word, babe.
well, not a metaphor. It's like, I know it
It's like
starts with an A.
theoretical. It's a thought experiment.
I know there's a word for it. Like it starts with an A. Not
Analogy?
yeah, analogy. I swear I know these
Anal.
words. I swear I know these words. I just need a minute. But yeah. And a baby, we were considering it in a male pregnancy scenario, so it makes sense. Anyways, you got anything else to add, Anus?
Nope. I think I'm good.
Okay. I think that's everything then.
I'm gonna go write Omegaverse now.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Edit. Because I'm done writing and I have to go write.
Awesome. Well, I should probably go do some work, but otherwise, you know,
So it's really fun.
yes, it is. I always enjoy it.
Yeah, that's the redacted du jour.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
everyone that's listening and everyone that will be listening in the future, thank you for coming to another episode of The Whole Point.
It's for coming.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for coming. Haha. Anyways, bye guys.